Susan from Susan's Art and Junk Journaling. I'm trying to come up with a brainstorm for some kind of a butterfly painting. So of course I've got another one of my old canvases that I've sanded and put a little tooth to. And I'm thinking I'm going to paint the background greens, some kind of greens. And I found this butterfly drawing on Pinterest, and on the picture, I mean, it was just this picture had this name, Zandy Mores. So I don't know if Zandy drew the picture themselves or if they shared it, but this is all I could find on this picture. So I'm thinking I'm going to fussy cut this out, and then I'm going to decoupage it onto the background that I paint. So let's see what I come up with. Before I go any further, I have to show you what I found when I went to Habitat for Humanity Restore. I got this vintage rickrack. It was originally 15 cents, but I got it for a quarter. 3 yards of metallic gold thread rickrack, 6 yards of pennies, always first quality, lavender bias tape. That was, everything was a quarter. This one's the pink, and the Alice blue. And I liked this book because of the vintage edges, how this is naturally aged on the perimeter of the pages. So I got that. And then of course it's always fun to make anything out of something that's got numbers. And this is aged as well. If you can see how dark it is on the perimeter of these pages. And these are big pages. Let's see, this one is 7 3/4 inches by 10 3/4 inches, so that's a good size book. So I got that for a quarter. And the Art of Faux, this is a pretty beat up book, but it's got all kinds of rectangular pages and pictures that look like would make really good backgrounds. See all of these? You can make little journaling cards out of these. Isn't that fantastic? And of course, that was for a quarter as well. It looks like the person that was using this book was actually reading it while they were doing it, because it's like there's glue stuck pages on it. Oh, looks like they went to the store and got Benjamin Moore paint samples. So I got that for a quarter. And then this, I always love getting garden books. And this is another big one. This one is 9 3/4 inches by 10 inches. But what I love is all of these that can be fussy cut. Aren't they gorgeous? I love how they didn't have a background, that they removed the background when they were putting the images onto the book page. Isn't that just gorgeous? Ooh, pretty. It's going to be fun using this in a journal somewhere. I could probably make an entire journal out of this book. But I just wanted to show you all of my wonderful finds for a quarter a piece. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I've got the butterfly fussy cutout from Zandy Mores. And I think what I'm going to do is, instead of painting the background on here first, I think I'm going to take one of these math pages and decoupage the math page on, or a couple of math pages. Maybe I'll rip and tear it, and then I'll paint the green background. And then, oh, I didn't quite finish cutting out the butterfly. I still have to cut out this area. But, you know, whenever I do these projects, I never know exactly what I'm going to do until I start doing it. So I'll get ready for the next step. I've got a couple of pieces decoupaged down. I just figured I'd turn on the camera while I was doing this so you could see what I'm doing. I mean, it's nothing really earth-shattering. Let that go off the edge a little bit, and then I'll just sand it off. Orange is definitely working its way through. And I don't mind that some of the canvas on the edge here is showing through because I'm going to be painting over these papers anyway. This is so hard to tear because I'm just tearing off just a little bit. But I want to save this sentence. I think this sentence is a riot. Freshwater macro invertebrates. Let's see. No, I don't like the words on that page. I'm not using that one. No, no, no. Let's see. Maybe a little more math. Probably not going to be able to see these papers anyway. Let's see. How about maybe I think that's good. Oh, let's see, this is starting to buckle. It's because I'm putting so much glue on it. No doubt it's buckling. So I'm going to go ahead and dry this and then go choose my paints for the background. I've got my colors chosen, but before I start using those, what I'm going to do is just use my sanding block to get the bottom of the pages off. Sorry if that's kind of going through you like nails on a chalkboard. Alrighty. So the colors I might use, I don't know if this is exactly how I'm going to use them, but for the green background, I've got some limeade. This says Kelly green, but it doesn't look Kelly green to me. Christmas green. But I'm going to add some of this really pretty royal navy to this green to make it a little bit darker. So I need to get myself some water. I'll be right back. I'm going to do a pretty watered down paint of the background because I went through the effort of gluing these papers on. So I'm not going to completely obliterate everything there. Oh, this one must be almost, oh, there it goes. I was going to say dry, but it came out finally. Just a drop of that blue in there. See if I can kind of get it to blend a little bit so it's not so, let's see, what can I call it? Liney, where you can see the lines. I think I need to put some more of this light green on. Well, I pretty much obliterated the background, didn't I? Alrighty, now I'm just going to go through and dry that, and then I will decoupage the butterfly on. I wasn't liking how it was covering a lot of the writing up, so I tried a trick of taking my paintbrush and just putting drips here and there, and then taking toilet paper and just putting it down on those drips, and it's bringing through the book page. I'm liking that effect. That's working out fantastic. I love this effect. Isn't that cool? I like how that worked. Hey! All right, I'm going to go ahead and dry that. Now I want to decoupage the butterfly in place. So let's see. How far do I want to go with the glue? And I think the process of putting the water on the previous step and then dabbing it with the toilet paper, I think the reason that worked was because I had used PVA glue on the paper. So that's why I was able to do that, I'm thinking. All right, let's see. I want it at a bit of an angle, not straight on. I think like that. There, now I'll PVA on top of that. then I'm going to dry it again. So go ahead and put the glue all over, so it all has the same finish to it. You know, if the glue makes it shiny, the whole thing's going to be shiny. So then I will dry this, and then I'm going to use the Royal Navy, the gold that I got from Dollar Tree, and the Summer Sky. I might not use the Summer Sky. I don't know. We'll have to see. Basically, it's going to be a blue and gold butterfly because I love the way that gold looks. So let me dry this. I'm going to start with my dark blue and put it down here. Oh, that's too wet. Oof. Alrighty, so maybe I will go through and do the wings in the same color blue, and then after I do the main coat of blue, I'll go back and do gold. So trying to prop up my painting so you can see me paint better instead of having it just on a really flat surface, because it seems like my hand's in the way. So I'm hoping having this propped up is going to help a little bit. I think I'm going to have to do a couple of coats of this gold because it's being really transparent at the moment. Trying to make sure I'm keeping this in screen. Oh, I'm having a hard time getting the right angle for me to paint and for you to see. Let's see, can you see the reflection or the glowing of the gold? I think I'll dry this real quick and then do another coat of the gold. know that I like that, but what do you think? Does it work? I'll dry it and take a peek and see what I think. I'm trying to get the video where it shows the gold reflecting. I'm thinking the blue is a little splotchy through here, so I think I'm going to go back through and do some blue strokes. So when I'm done with all of this, I'll take a picture and show you how it turned out.